Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Harvey once more. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
First carry here for the rookie out of Texas A&M. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Texans are in the nickel, 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 23 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Nicks off the play action. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. Things going well so far. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. They bring Higgins in motion left. Stroud now on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
On the quick, right? 18. What's up?
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronc. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And they cannot be happy to have spent all 3 of theirs in this opening quarter. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
All right. 18. What's up?
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. This is complete to Schultz. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
The give now to Benson. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish off their opening drive. Trey Benson, the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, found the end zone as a result.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard
line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play in the drive. Here's Harvey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
First and 10 at the 43.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got a first to begin the frame. Going left side. Here's Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Nix now to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to be first down Denver.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And they're going to drop him to end the return, but this turnover isn't going to stand. We've got flags at the spot right where he picked it off. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Running it after the penalty. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Giving this to Harvey. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got Sutton complete. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hand off to Benson to start the drive. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Now here he goes on the boot. Bails out of the pocket quick. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
18. Outside. 19 Texans. Look at high. Look at high.
On play action, here's Stroud. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
2nd down, give to Harvey. A lot of space ahead. He's still going at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. Cuts it to the right sideline. Down to the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Texans 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. The Broncos on top here at Mile High. First down run netted them nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Christian Harris picks it off. And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. 18. That's it. Hey, one out. 11.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans parlay the interception into points. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They give up the middle to Harvey. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Nix now on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Nix from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. 1st down, Stroud. He's got a man left. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
1st down, Houston.
go, let's go. Tony.
Stroud from the pistol. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
From the gun, Stroud. Right side cut by Higgins. But fortune on the Texans side. One of their guys got to it. They're going to keep the football.
Recovered by the offense.
Final throw before the break. Throwing for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. This return starts at the 5. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line.
Well, we got ourselves quite a game today, a tie game coming into this third quarter. And what you're looking for is a little instant jolt of momentum coming out of the locker room. And that return might just be the spark that leads to that momentous fire.
Third quarter underway. Here's Benson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they had a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Benson once more. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. They stop by Damone Clark.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So 4th down coming up.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Hold on, check. To the right, yeah. Motion.
1st and 10. It's Harvey. And this hasn't been a common sight out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Hold on, check. Ready.
Nix. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Portland Sutton, the man he was after. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Oh, a defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
And that'll hit and get out of bounds. Ooh, left some meat on the bone with that one.
At their own 36-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Shotgun now. First round. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Tight end going in motion here. They give on second to Benson. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play action with Stroud. Buying some time left. Finds him on the crossing route. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. From the red zone on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver that time. So second down coming up. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested captures, and he couldn't.
A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1. On the ground again with Mixon. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first. They're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Mixon. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Again, they give to Mixon. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans take a 3rd quarter lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Oh, my son! Ready!
To throw, here's Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Only took them 1 play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
Oh, my son!
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Formación. Ready. Ready.
Throwing here, Nix. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Ready. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
12-yard line.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Formación. Ready. Ready. Hey, Sean, let's go.
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And second down only works out for a yard. Now following the play, one of the Texans banged up in some pain. We're going to pause as he gets checked on. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Formación. Ready. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. And the defender comes away with it. Christian Harris picks it off. And the Texans take over on his 5th interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Stroud off of play action. Headed out right. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. To the air. Stroud. That's caught for the first. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Tony.
Looking to throw. Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Completed over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys they can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Escapes the pocket. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Stroud to throw again on second. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here we go. 18.
First down throw by Stroud. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
They give up the gut to Benson. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Set. Almost set. Ready. Right here.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. Okay, so put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here we go.
Benson on first and 10. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's second and 14. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Running from the pistol with Benson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Staying on the ground with Benson. There he goes again. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans have likely locked up the win right there. Trey Benson, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21.
Broncos 21.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10.
Hold my son.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
It's Harvey straight ahead. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. Texans bring out an extra DB on this 3rd down.
Hold my son.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down.
Hold my son. Ready. Ready, my son.
Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the Texans come away with the road win. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So for my partner Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Denver.